Hi everyone. Hi Professor Angela Castro and classmates. My name is Alexander Montealegre. In this video clip, I will explain and I will tell you how I developed my project using my classroom and my as a context and my students as my participants. I will tell you the objectives I have. I will tell you also the methodological procedure I developed with them and the outcome, and also I will tell you the experience, how it went. Maybe all experiences are different depending on the context, depending on the situations you may have around. So I will tell you everything what happened in this 10-minute video clip. I just appreciate your time for watching the video. If you have questions, you can let me know and we can develop together all your concerns or questions you may have. Also, comments are welcome, and I just want to thank you for your time one more time.
Objectives: to develop on students' critical thinking about their realities, to empower students to be agents of culture and part of the solution in their context. Number 3, to create powerful paths in order to manage literacy in social practices. Okay, now I'm going to show you the way I developed the activity in my classroom, in the English class, using my students as participants of the project. So I'm going to show you pictures, and then I'm going to tell you what was the aim of the practice at the end. And even though if I don't tell you, you will realize at the end of the project. Okay, so in this case we have this one. This is I was using the TV to show them pictures and to show them some real information about real events that are happening around the world, even in our context. Okay, the same picture you see right here on the TV, I will zoom in it so you will see it better. So this is the first one. 1 million species are at risk of extinction because of human action, UN reports. Okay, this is number 2. I was reading, and some of them were asking about vocabulary, and I was explaining to them what it meant. Lonely George, the last snail of its kind, has died. Okay. Number 3. At some point I had to use the board because they didn't get. Sometimes they ask, but they didn't understand with the words. So the mimics I did with my hands and the body language. So I had to use the board, and they managed to understand. Okay, next picture is right TV. You will see it right here. Greenland is melting even faster than experts thought, a study finds. All right, so I think now you realize what is the end, what is the purpose at the end of the exercise. Even if we are using in here, for example, present continuous and some grammar, some vocabulary, the end, the final purpose is a different one. It's not just grammar or vocabulary. It has a real impact on everybody on Earth, in our planet. Okay, we got another one here. I was reading at that time. The world's second largest impaired penguin colony has nearly disappeared. Okay, so some of the students don't really have access to TV, or they are not interested in those news, so that's why it's a very good exercise to let them know what is going on around the world. It's not only in our context, in our neighborhood or our city or town, but what is happening around the world. So in this one, I was also explaining vocabulary, because there are not common vocabulary on the texts. You can find here: someone burned beehives in Texas and killed more than 500,000 bees. So they have no idea what beehives were, and bees, they have no idea about these two. So I explained very easily. It's very common because it's an animal, so it's easy to let them know or explain what it means. Okay, this one is very important. This is like you see on TV right here. I'm going to show you bigger. 3 tons of garbage left by climbers collected from Mount Everest. Okay, so it's a very up-to-date news. Even 2 weeks ago, some climbers died because there were a lot of people queuing to get to the top of the mountain. So it's a very updated news. Okay, this one, everybody was, it's very important to let them know the vocabulary, but even with the picture, they realize what we are talking about in a specific slide. One of the world's most endangered turtle dies, leaving 3 remaining. Okay, we got this one. This is the last one we got here. A study finds Earth's CO2 levels are at their highest in 3 million years. So in this case, this is the final slide I showed them in class and let them know about vocabulary and grammar. But this has something else, you know. This has a final purpose, a final how could I call it, a purpose at the end of this, because it's not just about grammar and vocabulary and English. It's something that is happening, and it's happening around the earth, around our house, and it's not our house in our neighborhood, but in our planet. Okay, so this is the way I showed them, and now I'm going to show you the exercise they did with this information they had. Well, so this was the activity they developed for the whole project, for this video clip project we are developing together. So I had 3 simple questions with no grammar. Well, they had obviously grammar, but they were not focused on grammar or pronunciation or vocabulary. They were just aimed to discover something, and I will tell you at the end. I'm pretty sure you realize what is the aim of it. So question number 1 is, what are you doing to protect the environment? In this case, they are beginners. They are in first trimester. They just got into SENA a month ago. So last year, most of them were in 11th grade. Some of them, well, they left the school 2 or 3 years ago. So they are beginners. But this exercise was pretty good. So question number 2 was, what ideas or what actions would change the world regarding global warming? And question number 3, what did you do today to take care of the environment? So we have here some answers, and I told them to develop with a dictionary. They were allowed to use a dictionary with them. It's because, you know, with the dictionary they can look for vocabulary if they don't know. This is another paper they gave me with some answers. For example, in this one, I'm not daring garbage. I understand what they mean, although they have grammar mistakes, but in this case it's fine because with this I have two bases. Number one, I know what they lack, what they need to reinforce, and number two, I realize they understood the point of the activity. I'm not, for example, this one, I'm not to burn the garbage. Okay, I not fell. Okay, it's their opinion. This is another one. For example, what did you do today to take care of the environment? Avoid to leave devices connected. Shut the faucet. Okay, well, it's their opinion. I think we understand what they mean with these sentences. I have another one here. What are you, number one, what are you doing to protect the environment? Separating the garbage to reuse. Okay. For example, number three, I select garbage in the boat of garbage. Okay. I got another one here. Care the water. What are you doing to protect? Care the water, not garbage. Recycle, hair garbage, suitable. Okay. What ideas with actions? Not cut down. Well, not cut down trees. I think it's his idea. Well, and this is what they did with this activity. The aim of it was to develop their own ideas, their own actions. I didn't tell them at the beginning it was about global warming, about protecting the environment, but with real news collected from CNN in English. And I collected the pictures, images with some titles because it's from a website, and I put them and showed them. At the end, the purpose is to take care of the environment, take care of our planet. And what has to do with literacy? Well, it has to do everything right here, because I didn't give them the topic specifically. I didn't tell them what to do. I didn't tell them, okay, the purpose of this class was this, to take care of the environment. No. With the pictures and with some titles, they were discovering slowly, step by step, the real context. It's not only their real context, but our real context, because it's also mine, it's theirs, it's everybody's, because we are living in this beautiful and amazing planet, but we are also destroying it at the same time. So my idea was to develop on them a way to discover and to be aware of what is going on right here, right now, with real information, with real news, up to date. News is not old news. The oldest one was from December last year, so 6 months ago, the oldest one. The rest of them are pretty much up to date. So this was the activity, and well, I just wanna thank you for your time in watching this video. If you have comments, if you have questions, let me know. And please, any comment is welcome, because the idea of this is to get better, to keep working, keep developing on students, also not only students but also on the person, in this case me, on the teacher, and to try to develop more ideas on cultural, socio-cultural situations that are happening, and how they can read those realities. That's what literacy and what that critical literacy are meant to be. Well, thank you again. Any comment, please let me know, and I really appreciate your comment.